Good morning, everyone. This is Harriet Clare, Zone 910 in California, and I am going to do a tour of my balcony groceries for May. As you can see, I've got Russian kale growing. I have scarlet kale growing. I've got a bell pepper growing, and I have spinach. All of this is for my groceries for May. Up here, I have purple bok choy growing. I just recently planted some butter crunch lettuce. And here, I've got a bush bean growing, and it's winding itself around one of my container posts. And of course, there's my old thyme. There's some peppermint. I'm not quite sure what I planted here, but something is growing. Now, these are the groceries for May. There's some more of my Swiss chard. I love to season my food with tarragon, so you see some tarragon. And I've got some garlic growing right there. Here in the background, you can see that there are some very small broccoli forming here. I also use the broccoli leaves. I cook with them too. Here I have some mustards, some southern mustards. These are my groceries for May. And it will get me all the way probably until June. Here again, I have some more of the broccoli. You see it's forming a head right there. It's forming a head right here. So I will have broccoli. And one of the things that I like about my Cicero broccoli is that it will form shoots to the side after I take off the main shoot. Here I have some oregano. I harvested my oregano and put it, let it dry and put it up for seasoning. Here I've got my celery, lots and lots of celery growing. This year I'm not quite sure, but I don't think my fig tree is going to produce for me, but it did produce last year. We'll see. So I've got another purple bell pepper growing here. I put some black-eyed peas in there, and I put a Swiss chard in there. That is my succession planting so that I will have something coming up a little bit later. Here is a bok choy, a purple bok choy. And I've been eating strawberries almost every day that there's one or two available for me. Here are my carrots. I'm finding that carrots are getting easier and easier for me to grow. I just simply put the carrot seeds into my container and sprinkle a little soil over it, and they start to pop up. So you see, here's my carrots. Here's my contender bush. So at the end of May, I'll probably have some string beans from this contender bush right here. You see them? Okay. I've got beets. I'm getting ready to plant another succession of beets. I think this time I'll plant some of the colorful ones. But as you can see, my beets, I can even eat the leaves. Okay. Here I have mustards. And by the end of this month, I will have larger mustard leaves to eat. This is my Swiss chard, and she is growing new leaves, and I've also planted another one here in the background as a succession plant for later. Okay, again, this is for my May harvest. This will be some of my mustards that I will be able to eat this month. These are my groceries for May. Here I've planted the Three Sisters, which would be a soybean, some corn, and a squash. I even put a radish in there. Okay, over here I've got a blue lake coming in. This will be probably for June. I have a bush bean coming in here. This is the blue lake bush bean. This will be for June. I have one back there in the corner. That will be for June. And of course, here's some of my basil for seasoning. These are my groceries for May. All right, here you see where I'm growing some mustards. All right, some black-eyed peas. This is a red bell pepper. And I believe I will be having, probably by the end of May, I will have some, these are cucumbers and squash. And the corn will be a little bit later. But by my succession planting different things, each month I have something to harvest. And again, the cucumber bush is growing. I'll have to check out and find out what those little spots are, but they are growing. This one has very little spots on it at all together. My fruit has already come up this year, so I'll be waiting till a little bit more in the fall. There's my lemon, Meyer lemon. I've planted some snap peas for June and July. And this was a harvest that I had. Some potatoes and some green onions. Planting your own food really does help out. These are my groceries, and I really do enjoy having fresh groceries right here on my balcony, where all I have to do is walk outside and gather my groceries for the day. God bless you, God loves you, and I do too. So take just a moment or two and make a list of what you like to eat regularly and grow some. You will really, really, truly have enough to eat. So let's eat what we grow, and let's grow our own food as much as we can. And as you can see, I have groceries right here, just enough for me, and I could grow more for others in our community garden. God bless you. God loves you. Grow, grow, grow.